Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cyber Realm. So today we're going to take a look at SAO MD once again, and we've got ourselves a bait banner. That's right, so we got the Asuna from the OG SAO, except she can play Crossing Field. On her SS3. Okay, now, what do I define as a bait banner? Well, there's a criteria I specifically follow to see if the banner is particularly a bait. Number one, if this banner is a solo banner. Now, that's the first step. I know what you're all thinking. There was the Kirito, My Hero Kirito, which was a solo banner himself, and he was a broken unit when he was first introduced. Not so much anymore because, well, crossing skills are now taking over, but before, that was a busted banner. So how can I say that this is not a busted banner of its own? Okay, well now, that's step one. Step two is to determine whether or not it's a busted banner or it's just a bait banner. Step two, does this banner, the unit exclusive to this banner, have already acquired skills? Now, by already acquired skills, I mean skills that already exist. And are they really helpful? Number one, let's take a look. SS3 triggers crossing skill. Okay, we've got that. And it also reduces incoming damage short, and then HP recovery. So essentially, she's a mitigator. That's really all that is. And we all know how we feel about mitigators. Mitigators tend to be focused around surviving, dishing out damage without losing combo. So it's kind of geared towards introductory players or beginner players. I'm not saying you can't use them when you're an expert level, but you typically want to pick, attack up, crit up buffs, stuff like that when you're already an expert, right? You're not hoping to kind of keep your combo at that point because you can already do that yourself. Now, how about the stats? And that's point number 3. Are the stats overpowered? Considerably far higher than what an ordinary character of this class would stand. Now, there's an easy comparison right here. So we got ourselves a couple of characters here from the selection scout, and we can kind of, if I'm lucky, I get a Rapier character here. We have 4,425 on this Angel Asuna here, okay, on the Earth banner. And then we take a look at this non-elemental Asuna, 4,283. Clearly, she's not really high up in the charts in terms of attack power. MP, well, not so much. Again, we're talking about a mitigative character, so there's not geared towards attack. But lacking in attack ups, lacking in crit ups, lacking in any kind of offensive buffs, this unit I can only say is relatively weak, unfortunately. And it also has limited time scout. Now, that's not the most crucial point. Which point am I on? Number 3, I think.
You're fucking idiot.
Does this character have useless, pointless perks? Number 1, the OG character. Okay, we all know, if we all date back to all the versions of Asuna, right? We all have the cosplays, all the different costumes she has, all the different armor she has. But if we go back to the OG version of Asuna Kirito, we all know, in our heart, somewhere deep down, we prefer the OG version. Now, okay, before you go and knock me off and say, okay, you know what, I like the GGO version, or, I liked her Underworld version. Sure, okay. But, like, for us, you know that there's a special place for this. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, the BGM. We already experienced it in the... Oh, God, what is that? OS. For AG and Yuna, they both play the BGM for Ordinal Scale. So now they are doing it again for the SS3 here. Again, the only real kind of impressive aspect to this banner is the 16-hit combo that Rapier characters don't typically get. But ever since the release of Crossing Skills, I've pretty much overlooked anything that has SS3s like this. Generally, they'd have 16-hit combos at this point, if not at least 15 hits, because I've seen a lot of 15 hit, and then plus a 6 bonus hit on crossing skills. Okay, that's fine. Let's take a look exactly what her combination partner is. Character Kirito. She can only combo with Kirito. Character specific. I can't stress enough on how important it is not to pick character specific combination skills, because that tells you you have to have that character on your team. Now, you might not even own this character from this specific element. Elements are much easier to come by than characters. So when you're constructing a team and you suddenly realize, oh, I can't put on a non-elemental Kirito because I don't have a cross-skillable non-elemental version of Kirito. And let's be honest, there aren't that many Kiritos out there that's I think non-element and able to do crossing skill. I may be wrong about this, but you're basically, because with this Asuna, you're not going to combine it with any other combination team, right? It's non-element. It's going to be non-elemental team. So again, is this a bait banner? 1,000,000% yes. This is a bait banner. Am I still gonna go for it? Hell yeah! Why? Because it's OG Asuna. Why not? But there is something that I want to talk about otherwise before we jump into the next step. So we do have this banner here with the, I guess, the boss version of Asuna and Alice. Alice being the bow character and Asuna being the sword character, which is pretty rare for Asuna to have. But that's not the important thing. What I want to stress is the fact that they now have released the third slot for weapons, and that is, at least to say, a kind of a buff or a rise to plateau in terms of the weapon category. So even if you have an R4 weapon, it's now making a difference. For example, the Demon Spirit sword increases MP recovery when your normal attack is 50 hit or more. Now, most of the time in ranking events, you're going to be over 50 hits. 2 SS3s later and you're pretty much, or 2 SS3 back-to-backs later, and you're basically over 50 hit combos. So this is going to help a lot if you're going to actually go in like ranking events, even if you're not using the designated character, even if they're not, you know, the personalized characters themselves, give it to another fire unit, and it's still going to do the same thing. It makes a big difference. If you can get 2 hits in and you couldn't get your S3 off, you couldn't recover enough MP for SS3, now you can, as long as you're over 50 hit combo. I know there's a condition underlying it, but most of the time you're going to be over 50 hit combo, let's be honest. Crossing skills kind of make that easy. Okay, and another thing is that crossing limit triggers attack up effect. Or sorry, crossing link triggers attack up effect. Now that's, they're different for each one. So Asuna's triggers attack up, while, actually no, they're both the same. Oh, tracking circular for Asuna, while it's a normal SS3, normal switch SS3 for Alice. So they both have their own unique side. I mean, I can see how these two can come in, like, tag teams with each other, but I would personally not go for this banner. But it is pretty impressive to see Asuna with a sword, so this is something new. If you would like to scout for this, if you're short on fire units and you like some crossing skills, then this is a banner pretty good. And then we also got the, I'm actually lucky because we got the birthday scout today on Alice. Okay, so if I can say anything about this banner, I'm not personally like scouting for Alice or anything, so I don't know too much, but I do know that the tracking circular Alice is in here, which is a big bonus to anyone who's looking for her. I'm not sure if she was enabling crossing skills, so I believe this is it's the second one that I think. Oh, she does have crossing skills. Wait, hold on, is this the one that has? No, she doesn't. It's the first one, isn't it? Yeah, it's the first one. She has the tracking circular, but I'm not too sure. It says here, it doesn't look like she has a, I don't know, it doesn't look like she has a combination character, so I don't think this is crossing skill. And crossing skill is actually a big thing now. I mean, it does help you with the hit counts, and I think it does grant you with more hit counts than actually the crossing skill, but crossing skill burst damage does quite a lot, so if anything, I recommend this Asuna. No. Hold on. I recommend this Alice, where she summons Amayori and attacks atop of dragon. Number one, she in the air, so you don't really get hit with ground-based skills. And number two, she has pretty good hit count on 15, and she also has crossing skill. So definitely recommend that. And also, I know as much as I'd say Metagator characters are kind of but still, it's a good bonus. Alright, so another thing is the weapon for the new Asuna also has a passive skill to it as well. HP recovery upon successful parry. This is not so much for ranking events. I really don't see you necessarily losing HP during ranking events. But it can help during floor clearing if you're ever, you know, just accidentally take a hit and you want to recover a little bit of HP and you just parry. I don't know how much HP it recovers though, because I never got the weapon, but I did get myself the sword. And yes, I did trade it in. Okay, anyways, enough explanation. This is why the Asuna banner is a complete bait, but the weapon is not too bad if you're thinking of getting, you know, a Rapier character or parry. I don't see the reason why. The Rapier characters have very low defense, and they tend to get one shot, not going to lie. Anyways, that's enough about that. So let's go ahead and jump into 58259, because that's technically where I'd go now to try and get my scouts going for whatever reason. So I did manage to get myself 155 gems so I can actually scout. I am going to go for the OG Asuna. It is a bait banner, but I'm going for the bait. I'm taking the bait. I could save my gems for something else like non-potato Kirito when he finally comes out, but you know what? We'll save that for another day. Let's do it! Can I get her? I don't even know. I got a 5-star. Oh god, the lag is real. Oh jeez, I did not expect the lag to be so bad there. Okay. It doesn't look like I got her. Instead I got a 5-star, I think. Oh, a Yuki. Okay. I'm still hoping for the night to go dark. You know, if I'm lucky, please bless me. Please bless me. Please. Okay, never mind. Well, I tried. I did get the Yuki, which I already have, so it converted to 100 gems. And then we also got the Rain for the 5-star. I don't think this is particularly like an overpowered Rain. Besides, 5-stars are kind of irrelevant at this point. But what can I say, right? I'll take it. Anyways, that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully this brought a little more insights. Although I'm pretty sure you guys already know this was a bait banner right from the get-go. But you know, us players always want the OG characters. Alright, that's all for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out!